Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to plant some poinsettias, but let's talk about it first. Okay, so I had a client. Actually, he and his family became very good friends. He had actually grown a poinsettia and kept it for years, right? How many of you wish that your poinsettias would stay alive and you wouldn't have to buy them again every year? Everything's so much more expensive. So I thought, you know what? I'm the queen of the 5-gallon bucket. I'm going to plant some poinsettias in my 5-gallon buckets. But then I said, well, you know, these need to be pretty. I need to be able to use them. And so I was going to paint them. And then my husband and I were talking about it, and it was like, well, you know, if we're going to paint them, everything's so much more expensive, including paint. So he said, why don't you just get the plain white ones? I'm like, they're more expensive. Well, they were like a couple of dollars more than the regular, this is at Home Depot, than the orange ones. So I said, okay, what the heck? So I bought 6 of them. I think they were just under $7 a piece, but the regular ones are almost $5. So it's only $2 difference for each one, and I don't have to paint them. So my husband, he works at Home Depot. He stocks at night. So last night I'm like, okay, make sure there's plenty of buckets there, because he would buy things for me and bring them home in the morning. But on Sunday mornings, which I'm recording this on a Sunday, whoops, they don't open until after he's already home. So he made sure he stocked up, because that's in his department, the white buckets. They're in the paint department. And I went this morning and got them. I had already gotten the poinsettias. Wait until you see these. They're gorgeous. And I cannot wait to show you what we're going to do with them. But the beauty of this is, you know, the whole homesteading permaculture is to use things in many different ways, not just one way. So in other words, don't just go buy a poinsettia, have it out for the holidays, and then let it die. No, let's put it in a 5-gallon bucket, a white one. We're gonna dress it up with a bow, and I'm gonna put it in front of my door for a holiday decoration. But I'm also gonna do something similar for gifts. But you gotta stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed and that notification bell is on all, so you'll know when the next one's up. So let's see what these beautiful poinsettias look like. I'm just amazed. My husband told me about them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get them. Okay, there we go. I had to put them down under the table last night because we're getting freezing weather and I don't want them to freeze. So here we go. Now these are gonna be outside, but check these out. Look at this. Can you see that? Aren't those gorgeous? They're pink. And they look whiter on the screen. They're more of a yellow color, but aren't they just gorgeous? So I actually got, there's 2 different variations of pink, and I got 2 of each. Now, they sell expensive ones that are in buckets already, but I didn't want that. I'm gonna just use my 5-gallon buckets, right? Because if for some reason they don't live, I can always use those 5-gallon buckets for something else. Okay. So let's see. Okay, this is the same one as that one. Now, wait till you see this color. And these were the less expensive ones, but look at this. Can you see that pink variation as well? They're beautiful. And we have these white 5-gallon buckets. So let's fill them up. Watch me as I make these beautiful and use them in such a way to where we'll have them again next year. All right, let's go. Okay, so here are the buckets. They only have writing on the back side, so that's not too bad. It's just saying it's food grade and to not leave liquid in, children could fall in and drown. So we'll just put that on the back, and then everything else is plain white. So we're gonna pot up 4 poinsettias. I'm just gonna do one on camera and then I'll do the others. I don't want to bore you. So here we go. Let's do one. Now, first thing I had my husband do is drill holes in the bottom so that it will properly drain. We don't want them to rot, right? So I use this, and then this is my raised bed soil organic from Home Depot. Had my honey pick some of that up, knowing that I was going to be doing this. So this is what we're going to toss in here. That. I think that's pretty cute. What do you think? And then I also have pink tulle. So maybe these two that are a deeper pink will have the red. They can be on the bottom step. And then the larger pink ones, lighter pink ones, can be on the next step up. And we'll tie a pink bow in it. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so I'm gonna do one more. Let's set this one aside. This says clearance on it. I just found it in the closet. Who knows how long I've had this? But that's the thing, you know, you can use stuff. Just keep your stuff organized and use it later on something else. That's the beauty, and that's one of the biggest messages I want to give. It's finding creative ways to give gifts, personal gifts, and or decorate that you can use again. That isn't just for that one little season. That's the whole thing. You want to save. Alright, how long do we want this? Let's go about like that. And then put it with this other color. Whoops. Okay, so let's see if that looks good. I'm thinking it will, because it'll be like a hot pink and then a lighter pink, and it's kind of sheerish. So I think it'll look good. I think so. Let's see. But I say, let's just put them in place and go from there, because sometimes simplicity is the best. All right, here we go. Okay, all done. Let's go look out front and see how it looks. The front of the house is, I mean, I didn't water down the steps or anything, but let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Okay. Ah, check it out. What do you think? I'm kind of in love. It's the wrong time of day. I'm getting the wrong angle. My paint's chipping. But doesn't that look cool? I think it looks really cool. And I've got some stuff coming up that'll go in these buckets. Zinnias are hanging in there. This, where is it? Rainbow chard, you see it there? That's been there since summer. They're doing great. This is a newer plant. You've seen that one out back. I have one out back as well. So yeah, I think this is just enough. Not too much, and just enough. Have you ever made something and you love it so much you can't stop looking at it? That's me right now. I just can't stop looking at my new beauty in the doorstep. Okay, so what do you think? Is that something you would do? I love the idea that I'm gonna baby those poinsettias and I'm gonna make sure that I have them next year. How fun is that? So let's take a look at a little bit of history and maybe what it's going to take to keep these alive. Now, I will tell you, we're going to be in the 30s all week, so it's going to be a struggle. I'm probably going to have to put tarps, maybe shade cloth or something, over the plants so they don't die from the freeze. I don't know why we're getting this cold spell. We normally don't, especially don't have it this early, and I am all sweaty and nasty from doing this work. It happens anytime I do anything. All right, so let's check out, let's see what we can find out about taking care of these poinsettias. Okay, so after doing a little research, it seems my poinsettias will not like the cold or wind at all. So I'm definitely going to, oh, they don't like wind. Did I say that already? So I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to pull them in and out. It's just not going to happen. I don't have time for that. So I'm going to have to probably put a, oh my gosh, can you hear my neighbors? I guess I can't talk to you here.